All right, so now I'm gonna make a eggless tiramisu. I'm using some heavy cream. I probably have about, there's usually 4 cups in here. I have probably a little touch over 3, maybe about 3 cups. And I'm just using it all. But I'm not using it all just yet. I'm pouring that into here. And I'm gonna add the mascarpone to this. And I'm using all this. Ooh, let's get that out of there. There we go. Beautiful. Because I want to cream this up first. Then I'll whip up the heavy cream. Let's see what we got here. I'm not doing it in the KitchenAid. I've got a little mixer here. Let's see how this goes. Woo! It's gonna go everywhere. That's why you put the cream in, the heavy cream in, to get it a little, as you can see, it's splattering around because it's not soft. It'd probably work a little better for you if the mascarpone was a little looser. There we go. There we go. Let's see. I don't want to over whip it, but I want to get it nice and creamy. So when I whip my heavy cream and then blend it in with it, it'll all come together really nicely. It'll be a nice little marriage. There we go. You can see that. That needs to be creamier than that. I used to make the tiramisu with the eggs, temper that, you know, the whole process with that, and it's delicious. It's of course it's that custard, right? This is so much easier. It's quick, it's easy, and okay, there we go. I think that's good now. Yeah, that looks good. Alrighty. So now, probably ought to get a different spoon to get these off of this, because I'm not gonna keep those. I'm gonna use the same ones. I'm not washing these before I use the heavy cream on them. I just want to get the bulk of this out of it. And I probably ought to use a smaller spoon. Actually, I haven't been in the kitchen that long today. I can't really stay in here very much longer, but this isn't going to take very long to do. And John's got the second pot of espresso, so I'll probably, once I get that other thing whipped up and get this all together, I'll come back and show you how it's coming. All right, there we go. There we go. Got that ready for that now. I'm going to leave that right. Oh, I need that for the sugar, so I'm going to put that there. Put these back in the beater. And put this one back in. I think I did it the wrong way. I don't use this one that much. There we go. There it is. That's in there. Now, these are the separati, the lady fingers. My father we used to do the Italian rum cake. And my mother always made an Italian sponge. And, but later in years, my father decided to use the lady fingers to make it. And that's now how my family makes it, is with the lady fingers. It's so much easier, so much simpler. So I'm using the rest of this in here because I want to whip this up. And I'm going to add some sugar and a touch of salt. Leave that right in there for a moment. Little salt. And I think the recipe that I found says like 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Yeah, that's about right. There we go. Might add a little more. We did add some sugar to the coffee, to the espresso. And now I'm going to whip this up. A little trick, and I didn't do it, You can take steel bowls and beaters, put them in the freezer and get them nice and chilled when you're whipping cream. And it really, it does help it actually, I think, go a little quicker. And I don't want all that cheese on that thing. There we go. So this might take a few. Get this going. I can smell that espresso in the background. Heating pad calling me. I probably should have put the vanilla in with the mascarpone, but that's okay. I'll add that once this starts to form up, which it's starting to do. Nothing like real whipped cream, is there? And we can do those squeeze bottles, the push bottles, whatever you want to call them. The ready whip and stuff, I guess, yeah. We have some in the house, but there's nothing like this. Nothing like the real stuff. Between doing this or pizzellas. Pizzellas, I think, would be a lot more labor intensive for me, so I don't think I'm ready to do the pizzellas just yet. I'm not sure I was ready to do this right now. I'm thinking about it. So, this is all whipped nice now. I'm going to pour this into that, but before I do that, I'm going to add the vanilla that I didn't add to this before. Just eyeballing it just a little. Don't need a ton. And I'm going to put this, there we go. Just want to catch anything, right? Put all this right in here. It's going to make a lot of cream. This cream is going to be amazing because I already tasted this one. It's delicious. It is yummy. All right. Now we just want to get this to blend all together. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Kind of get it all incorporated. Let's leave those there for now. And let's mix it up. The coffee is just about ready. This will be all ready. And then we'll be ready to assemble it. I like to put it in a glass dish. So I was thinking of putting it in a glass Pyrex, but I think I might make actually maybe 3 layers and put it in here, or I might change my mind before I'm done. And put it in the glass dish, which I just might do actually. In a Pyrex. Oh, look at this. Look, you can just eat this, just like by itself. It's so good. Look at that. Oh, yummy. This is all going to come together so beautifully. All righty. I don't want to get it all over the kitchen. Woo! I just did. So, I've already gone through 1 and almost a half of a package. Actually, I've gone, 1 and a half of a package. So what I did was I took those, put them in there in the espresso, which has a little bit of sugar in it, and layered it. And now I am going to layer the crema. And we're going to do 2 layers in this thing. So let's see how this goes. Ooh, look at that. This cream is delicious, by the way. It's absolutely delicious. So good. John and I licked the beaters. They were yummy. I just literally want to get this whole thing covered. And now I'm second guessing whether I had enough cream. I think I'll have to add a little more to this. Then I'll have to get the cocoa powder out after, because I didn't think ahead to do that. And we'll dust the whole top of it once we put that second layer on. But I want to make sure I get this all here. Oops, I have a little more right there in the corner I want to get, because we want to get that nice and sealed up. Okay. Okay. Now let's start with the next layer. There. Beautiful. Here we go. I'll open this because I know I'm going to use it. And we have another one in abeyance over here, just in case we need it. Here we go. All right. And we don't let them soak too long, because we don't want them completely mushied. They're going to get a little mushiata when they sit in the fridge overnight. Oh my goodness, these are just beautiful. There we go. Here we go. Next layer coming on. I think we'll probably only use one more from that package. Well, that's good, because I have another package like that. So I can make another one another time. But I'm a little concerned. No, I think we'll have enough coffee to go around. We'll have enough espresso. Here we go. Because this is what's needed for this. It's a little pick-me-up. That's what tiramisu means. Little pick-me-up. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Honey, I might have to have you make another pot of espresso. We might have to have some. Like we did last night, babe. We had a little espresso after dinner yesterday. We made a nice little tenderloin. It was delicious. And we had that, and a little baked potato. And then we had a little espresso. Yeah, I definitely gonna need it, honey. Are you looking for the cocoa? I know I know exactly where it is over there. Of course, I know where everything is in the pantry. All right, so we're gonna come back. We'll be back soon. So now, I'm gonna do the rest. And a couple more, just a little 2-cup thing to take care of that. I'm gonna see if I can use this little broken piece right here. Might as well. Ooh. And I'll just use that right there. There we go. Now we're going to add the rest of the cheese, or the whipped cream, I should say. And I think all this is going to work here. So.
Yes, don't call it cheese.
No, it's not cheese, honey. It's not cheese. It's mascarpone and some, I'll put that in there. There we go. And whipped cream. A touch of salt, because gotta put that in. All right, now I'm gonna see if there's more. I'm gonna use that. No, I'm not done with that thing. Oh, you're getting rid of it for the camera. Look how thoughtful he is for you. This is beautiful. Now I got to do something here. I had this in the coffee, but I need to use this to kind of get off this. So I want to get it into some areas. There we go. This thing isn't cooperating for so much. Oh yeah, then we have some nice thickness right there. Ooh, look at that. There we go. I just want to get all this goodness in here because it is so delicious. And we've got more here. That's definitely worth looking in the bowl. Oh, now I got to get my fingers away from that. Here we go. Then we'll put some cocoa powder on it. Unsweetened is what I'm using because there is a lot of sweetness in this already. There. Look at that. Nice. Ooh. I could probably flatten it out a little nicer. Make it look a little prettier. Actually, I should use an offset spatula. If I can get it easy enough, which I have one right here. Yeah, that maybe will kind of do the trick, huh? And give it a nice even area for that, ooh, Jiminy. For that cocoa powder to land on. I want to put this down here. Needs a little more over here, doesn't it? Oh my goodness. I haven't made one of these in years. And I definitely never made it this way before. Every time I've always made it in the past, I've always used the eggs. Wow. Pretty good. Now I got some cocoa. And I had got a spoon to use with this, but I used it. Ooh. I want to get a dry one though. Make sure I got a dry spoon for this. And let's see how we do. Last thing I want is for it to might be too much of a heavy. I think it's better doing it this way. Might take a little longer, but I think it's much better covering. And I'm not into being precise, so I think I'm good with having some of it still exposed. Oh my goodness. That is our calzone, giving us a little zippity doodah over there. All right, so this is it, guys. It's going into the fridge overnight. And so we'll be able to have this tomorrow. Actually, really only needs like 3 hours to set up. So who knows? Maybe we'll have it later on tonight. Hey guys, so yesterday I overdid it a bit in the kitchen. Made a few things, but I do not regret the fruit of the labor. Just maybe a little extra time on the heating pad last night and through the night and this morning. But anyway, I made a tiramisu too. Not in the traditional way. I made it without any eggs. So I'm gonna cut into this. See what we got. I'm just gonna take a little piece. Let's see, I wanna make sure you're able to see it. And I'm able to do it from this vantage point. Here we go. You know, I'm gonna go right across here. Oh my goodness, I set it up overnight. Ooh, look at that. All right, there we go. And I'm gonna just do a very, very small piece here. But I'm gonna cut it so that way we can take additional pieces. I'll do this one a little bit bigger. All righty, oh my goodness. This looks amazing. Let's see, I'm going right into it for this piece right here. Can you see? Ooh. Let me use this knife. Oh, to help me get it up. Oh, it's wonderful. Absolutely. Can you see that? Oh my goodness. Oh. I'm very excited about this. Here we go. I took a little piece, just a very small piece, but I want to try it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is delicious. You can tell it's a little bit different because it's not made in the traditional way, but it's still absolutely delicious because it's got so much cream. And of course it still has the mascarpone. But it took almost no time to put together, really. Ladyfingers, heavy whipping cream, a little bit of sugar, the mascarpone, a touch of vanilla, espresso, put a little sugar in the espresso, dipped the ladyfingers, lined them, 2 layers. So simple, so easy, and so delicious. Oh my goodness. So there it is. Too huge for us. So we're going to be sharing some of this, but I'm very excited about it. See ya.